Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. My name is Kenny. You're watching Wild Board Studio. A few weeks ago, I made a pasta board and Mattarello combo for my mom for Christmas. And during that time, my wife and I actually got a chance to use it. Turns out, we really enjoy making pasta. So, by direct order from my wife, I have to make one for her. First things first, I'll need to cut up my boards to size and clean up the edges for glue. Let's get started. So I'm always one that will do dry glue ups first. I can't count the times where I've done a glue up without testing the glue up first and just something hasn't been right. And it just affects the overall finished product. Here's what I found. The center two boards have this giant gap on the top, and that would also be on the bottom of the board as well. And if I glued it like that, it's not the end of the world. I can always flatten it, but I'd have to take at least double of that amount out to get it flat, because I'd have to take it off the top and take it off the bottom as well. To prevent that, what I'm gonna do is just get these cawls. So I got a cawl here, put it up on top, and I'll run this little spacer on the bottom, and then I'll throw another cawl in on top of that spacer just to elevate it, make it easier to clamp. And then I'll clamp them flat. Get it clamped there. We'll run to the other side and we'll throw another clamp and just make them easy. It doesn't need to be tight, just until they come flush. Now I don't need to get rid of that because now the whole surface is perfectly flat. That is that. With the pasta board now in clamps, it's time to start thinking about the Mattarello. What I'm gonna use for it is this baseball bat blank. It is curly maple and very awesome. Before we can get started on any of that, these tools must be sharpened. it's time to put this sucker in this sucker. First thing I need to do though is find center on both ends. Hot diggity dog, how cool is this thing? Straight as an arrow. The final thing I need to do with this thing now is to water pop it. So I'll just wet my microfiber cloth and just dampen the whole thing, let the grain kind of pop out, and then I'll resand it down again to 320. And then that's it. Then it's ready for mineral oil, and I like to put a little bit of cutting board conditioner on it as well. So it'll be beeswax and mineral oil, just to seal these fibers up real good. And that'll do it. The Mattarello. With the Mattarello now complete, it's now time to shift my focus back to the pasta board. With the surface prepped, my next step is to draw a line at a 45-degree angle straight across here just to cut the rough edges off. And I'll do that with the track saw. To support your workpiece and hold it in place, it helps to have some spare railroad tracks lying around. Oh, you just set it there. It's not going anywhere. So square. Okay, with the first cut made perfectly square using the track saw, I can now take it over to the table saw and make a perfectly parallel cut on the other side. I just realized my capacity on this table saw is 31 inches. This is 36 inches, so that's not gonna work.
So what I'm gonna do is repeat the first cut I made, but on the other side using the track saw. I know my lines are straight, so theoretically, I should still have two perfectly parallel edges when I'm done. Let's find out. Let's see how square I am. Okay, now that we're all squared up, I'm just gonna do a quick initial sanding of 80 grit just to remove all the marks left by the drum sander. It's time for me to start thinking about the counter lip. The counter lip is the little lip that's going to kind of protrude out and down a little. This way, when you press it against your countertop, it locks into place and you could knead and roll dough on it without it moving around on you. That's the purpose of it. It also looks really cool. Let me show you what I'm going to use for that. Sticking with white oak, I chose this particular board because the Rayflex in it, the Rayflex are these little white figures in here, are very, very unique. Let's get it milled to size and glued up. There are only 3 steps left in this build. That's sanding, edge profiling, and finishing.
you're still here, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a big ol' thumbs up. And if you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We release content like this frequently, and we wouldn't want you to miss it. Thanks for watching.